Hello. Good morning, man, and welcome back to Finding Your 40. This is Coach Vic. This is Finding Your 40. Thank you guys for like, sharing, subscribing the videos, for continuing to come back and share with me and give me the opportunity to be able to teach you, but also to grow with you and develop with you as we go forward. We talked about a lot lately. We've had a lot of conversations about cruising altitude, about climbing higher, and about all those different things. And today we're going to talk about being strong enough. You are 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 enough. For every situation you get into, every circumstance that you find yourself in, you are enough to be able to overcome and to capitalize on being who you are. We talked about yesterday about seeing and say versus saying and seeing. And the reason why I say you are enough, the reason why you need to understand that you are enough is because when you begin to see situations in a certain way, how you internalize and your self-talk will begin to develop, how you move in that situation. And so if you tell yourself I'm enough, if you tell yourself that I have this under control, if you tell yourself that I'm able to walk through this, if you tell yourself that I have everything I need in order to go forward, then you'll begin to accumulate the things around you that you need in order for you to be able to press through the situation. Sometimes, we find ourselves wanting to be in partnership with people, and we want to have somebody to go along with it, to affirm our credibility, to affirm our maturity, to affirm our development. But you need to understand that even when there's nobody there to affirm that, to confirm that to you, you still need to be able to move forward. You still need to get up in the morning and say, I got what it takes. I am enough. I am going to move forward. I am going to do what I need to do. Because the bottom line is nobody else is going to be with you all the time. You have to learn how to be able to control your thoughts, control your mind, control your heart, control your mentality, your psychological profile, and move forward regardless of who is around you, regardless of who affirms or doesn't affirm, regardless of who confirms or doesn't confirm. Nevertheless, go forward. Go forward. I know most of us, when we look at mountain climbers, for instance, we look at mountain climbing. Normally, mountain climbers, they're tandem climbers, and you hooked to somebody, and that person will throw their cable up, and they will set the cable, and then they'll pull up, and then they'll pull you up, and then you'll throw your cable, and on and on. And so the bottom line needs to be this. And I know we get used to having that lifestyle of having somebody with us, having somebody go with us, somebody to anchor us, somebody to hold on to us. But we need to learn how to hold on to ourselves. We need to learn how to be able to be in control of our own situation. We need to learn how to develop a mindset that says that I can do this, that I'm enough for this, that I can go forward, and no matter what happens around you. We talked so much yesterday about saying and seeing and seeing and saying, and regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of what the situation might look like, you need to be able to speak to your heart. You need to be able to speak to your mind. You need to speak to your commitment. You need to speak to your anxiety. You need to speak to all the things that are going on inside of you that are making you uncomfortable and uneasy. And you need to tell yourself, I can do this. And you need to get up and you need to do it. And you need to move forward. And you need to take one step at a time. You need to take one step and then take the next step and take the next step and take the next step. And before you know it, you're going to get to where you're going. You're going to achieve positive results. You're going to win your goals. You're going to win your day. You win your day by winning each second of each minute. And then you win your day by winning each minute of each hour. You win your day by winning each hour of each day. And it's 24 hours in a day, and each hour that you're winning is an hour that you're committing yourself to more and more of overcoming, of having put yourself in a better position, and having your mindset change gradually, slowly, but you begin to have that change, to make that change, and you begin to move, and before you know it, you've elevated yourself to the place where you need to be. It's not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. But nevertheless, it is worthwhile for you to put in the time, put in the effort to go forward. You must go forward. You must move forward. You must press yourself into the right position. You must understand that there's not always going to be somebody to encourage you. You have to understand that there's going to be times when you have to encourage yourself. The Bible talks about how David, they went out to fight with the Philistines, and they were going to fight against Israel, but the Philistines did not trust them and told them to turn back. So as they were going back to their camp. They found out that all of the women and children had been taken away. And the people, the men that were with David, the men that were fighting with David, the men that were going to go forward with David, the men that David had trusted with his life and that trusted David with their life, all of them had decided they wanted to stone David. It's going to be times when people turn against you. There's going to be times when people that are close to you are not going to be able to give you what you need. There's going to be times when you're going to have to figure out on your own, when you have to step away from everything and say, I can do this. I have enough to do this. And what did David do? It says that David encouraged himself. And then it says that David prayed. And when he asked God, he said, shall I go after this truth? He said, if I go after them, will I overtake them? And will I recover all? And the Bible says that God tells David, go after them. You shall overtake them. You shall recover all. And they went. Sometimes in your battle, in your foxhole, if you know the military, if you've been in the military, in your foxhole with your battle buddy, it's just you and your battle buddy in the foxhole. And sometimes that battle buddy is just you. It is you and you. And you're trusting that God or whoever you believe is your higher power or your higher authority is with you in the foxhole, is with you in the battle. And you're trusting that no matter what happens, you're going to come out victorious. And you're walking in that, and you're believing in that, and you put on your armor. Every single day you put on your armor, and you begin to go deep down into your discovery phase. You begin to go deep down into your lab phase. You begin to we talked about how you need to come up with formulas in order for you to be successful, and strategies to be successful. And when you get to that point where you have a formula and a strategy, and you find that you have what you need to go forward, you need to go forward. Don't look around and see who's coming with you. Don't worry about who's going to be there with you. When the time comes, when you have to battle, it's you against you. And I love Rocky because Rocky, that's one of my favorite movies. And the spin-off of Rocky is Creed, and Rocky's training Apollo Creed's son. And Rocky tells Apollo's son Adonis, he tells him, he said, it's you against you. He's just in the way. And that's how you have to look at everything. It's you against you. When you're going up against situations, it is just you against you. It is you asking yourself, do I have what it takes to overcome this situation? It is you asking yourself, do I have what I need in order for me to be able to get to the next level? Because nothing is going to stop you from getting to the next level other than what you think and what you are saying to yourself. Everything you need is right in front of you. You're capable of everything that you want to do. It's just a matter of you making the decision to do it. And when you make the decision, we talked about decisions. We talked about the four choices. We talked about the answer. We talked about the attraction and the distraction and the zero. And when you make the decision, based on those four, if you haven't figured out what the answer is, if you haven't figured out what the attraction is, if you haven't figured out what the distraction is, if you haven't figured out what the zero is, because you haven't discovered within yourself who you really are, you haven't discovered within yourself, what your purpose is, you haven't discovered within yourself how you need to move forward and how you need to flow and be fluid in every situation, then you're going to always choose between distraction and zero, because the other answers don't exist. And so today, I'm talking to you, and I'm encouraging you, and no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what you're going through, no matter who approves or doesn't approve, no matter who affirms or doesn't affirm, you need to move forward. You need to take that next step. You need to fight that battle. You need to go against that giant. You need to find that inner David in you. You need to find your 5 smooth stones. You need to find your slingshot, and you need to just begin to swing it and swing it and swing it and fling it until it becomes effective. And the more you practice it, the better you become at it. And then you begin to target it, and once you get the right target, you'll begin to see how things will begin to move in your direction. When you're moving in towards your purpose, when you're moving towards your goal, when you're moving toward actualizing the things that you want to actualize, you'll begin to see how things begin to come to you versus you be trying to go and find it. But you have to learn to encourage yourself. You have to learn to understand that no matter what is happening around you, no matter who is standing next to you or not standing next to you, that you still need to move forward. You need to go. We need to go. We need to encourage ourselves. We need to take that next step. We need to move forward. We need to be everything that we need to be in order for us to accomplish every single goal we want to accomplish. We already are. When we woke up in the morning, we'd already gained the victory. When we lay it down at night to go to sleep, or go down in the daytime to go to sleep, whatever your sleep schedule is, you've already gained the victory because you made it through that day. And so we have to understand that as we're going forward, as we're pressing forward, things are not always going to line up the way we want them to. People are not always going to line up the way they want to. Everyone's not going to line in our favor. When you think about David, I talked about David and then wanted to stone him. There's another situation where David comes out and he's bringing food to his brothers, and all these men are standing on the side of the mountain, afraid to go down into the valley to fight Goliath. Nevertheless, our purpose is going to put us in a place of battle. Our purpose is going to put us in a place where it's going to test what we really believe. Our purpose is going to put us in a place where we have to understand who we are in order for us to keep moving forward. There's going to be adversity all the time. All the time. But be willing to walk through that adversity. Be willing to be strong enough to go forward no matter what's going on around you. Be willing to go forward no matter who's next to you. Because at the end of the day, you, me, we're enough. You're enough to fight your battle. I'm enough to fight my battle. Anybody else comes along, it's just gravy. But at the end of the day, you have what you need. Because what you need is in here. There's nothing external that's going to help you win more than what you have internally. Because if you have everything around you externally and you still refuse to fight, you're not going to win. You have to fight your battle. You have to show up. You have to have your 5 smooth stones ready to go. You have to have your mind in the right mindset. You have to have your understanding ready for what you're going through, for what you're getting ready to face. And this is why we talk so much about the discovery phase. This is why we talk so much about the lab phase, and how we talked so much about actualization and moving into your next. If you don't understand who you are, if I don't understand who I am, then it will be impossible for me to consistently show up and win. If you can't consistently show up, you can't consistently win, and you can't build on victory after victory. If you can't consistently show up, we have to find a way to develop ourselves, our mentality, to develop our heart posture, to develop our will and our desire to show up every single day. We talked before about Rocky, when Rocky was getting ready to fight the Russian, and Apollo Creed was training him. And he got to that point where he's on the beach and he's running, and he gave up. He stopped running before the finish line. And Apollo says, "What's the matter with you?" And he admits it to him. What was inside of him came out. I'm scared. I'm scared. It's okay to be afraid, but being afraid shouldn't stop you from moving forward. Fear is never the answer. Fear should make you respect what you're fighting, but it should never keep you from fighting that battle. Fear should make you respect what you're fighting, but it should never keep you from fighting that battle. Every day we have to wake up We have to put our mind put our mind in the right place. We have to put our heart in the right place. We have to begin to move every morning toward that consistency of fighting and finding a way every day to win. You're enough. I'm enough. Never ever back down from the battle. Never ever back down from the fight. Never ever back down and worry because somebody didn't affirm who you are, or confirm who you are. It's already been confirmed when you woke up that morning. When you looked in the mirror, you said, I am, and you said your name. I am Victor DeAndre Latson. I am everything I need to be in order to fight every battle I'm fighting. In order for me to face every single opportunity I have to fight, I'm enough. I have to find it within myself to find the answer, to zero in on the weaknesses of the enemy. His weakness is my strength. My strength is my strength. His strength is my strength too. The only weakness I have is if I fail to show up. Otherwise, he's not going to win. He's not going to outwork me. He's not going to outbox me. He's not going to outmove me. It's not going to happen. Why? Because I owe it to myself and everybody I've committed something to show up every single day and be consistent in my showing up. And so for that reason alone, whatever's standing in front of me is not going to beat me. Period. When you find it in your heart, when you find it in your mind, when you begin to build your will around what's in front of you and not what's around you, then you'll begin to understand and see and develop into more and more of who you want to be. And as each and every day passes, you're going to see the changes. And people are not always going to be, it's not always going to be a welcome change to people. People are not always going to be ready to affirm you because they used to old you. And you can't put old you in new situations, and you can't put new you in those situations. Who you becoming and who you're supposed to be for where you are right now. Who you are becoming is who you're supposed to be for where you are right now. Move forward. You are enough to win this battle. I'm Coach Vic. This is Fighting Your 40. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to this video. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. And say it to yourself over and over again till you digest it, till you consume it, till you begin to understand, till you move in it, till you walk in it. I'm enough. I am enough. God bless you. Have a good day today. And know that you've already won because you took that first step to get into the ring to fight. It's Coach Vic, Fighting Your 40. God bless you. Have a good day.